Hello, my dear selfies. Welcome back to the Chief of Self podcast. My name is Mads. We got the grandma glasses on, we got the slick back bun, we got the cozy sweater because it is officially holiday season. Okay, we had Thanksgiving. I hope everyone had a glorious Thanksgiving filled with turkey beyond turkey, Gilmore Girls, football, etc., etc. I was in Palm Springs for Thanksgiving, which wasn't very festive, but my mom has moved to Palm Springs, so this was our first time doing it there, which was crazy, and it was such a lovely new tradition that we are starting, and felt so good to be together with everyone. And then the next day I went to San Diego, which is where my dad lives, to have a Thanksgiving Day Shabbat, if you will. And I just had such a great time bopping around for the holidays. And now we are in the full swing of things, you guys. Like, you get it. There are events on events on events, and I am just trying to rein it in as much as possible, take it beat by beat, moment by moment. But I hope you guys are leaning into the holiday season, not letting it stress you out, because before we know it, it's going to be gone, and this is the best time of year. So seriously, just like breathe it in, be present with this moment, because the holidays are here, you guys. Like, this is the time we wait all fucking year for. At least I do. Like, this is my time to shine. Okay, things worth sharing. Also my time to shine. This time of year is always the To Be Magnetic end of year challenge. I have been doing To Be Magnetic for probably 5 years now, but I religiously do it at the end of the year. Every single year, non-negotiable. They put out this challenge. It's usually a month or so. This one is 15 days, so it's a little shorter than usual, but it's not really about like reflecting on the past year and you know, the traditional manifestation for the next year, even though there's a little bit of that. This one is specifically about inner child unblocking. And if you don't know about To Be Magnetic, it's essentially a manifestation course, if you will. And they guide you through journal prompts, and then you do these meditations that they call deep imaginings. It's essentially like self-hypnosis. It sounds scarier than it is, but it just really allows you to look back on your subconscious, recognize your triggers, your tests, things that happen in your life, your blocks, and really confront them, unblock them, and then you can then expand your life in order for your manifestations to come through. I highly recommend. Like, I'm only on day 3 of the challenge, and my third eye is like bursted the fuck open. Like, I get so much clarity when I do these challenges, or whenever I do To Be Magnetic. There's such clarity on my life, and wisdom comes through to me, and I love my little self-development work. Like, it's so I could do it for hours, honestly. I could sit there in the morning for 3 hours and do my self-development work. I don't know if you're the same. I fucking love it. Sometimes you go a little overboard, and there's like the point of diminishing returns where it's just like not good to keep looking inward, I think I'm veering that way soon. But I don't know, this time of year it's so nice to be reflective. Yeah. Obviously there's so many things out there that say, do this at the end of the year, do a mood board, do a vision board, blah, blah, blah. And if you just want a easy, clear framework to follow, To Be Magnetic. I also got the iPhone 17 Pro. Guys, I forgot what it feels like to get a new iPhone. Like, it's giddy, and it's not even that much different, but something about having a new iPhone, and I got 1 terabyte of storage. Okay, let me tell you, my phone was out of storage, and I said, no, I will not be going through and deleting photos. That's not in my future. That's not on the cards for me. I need 1 terabyte. The guy in Verizon said, are you sure you need 1 terabyte? Why not get like just double what you have now? No. I do not want this to ever be an issue. Give me the 1 terabyte. All right. So now we have so much storage, more storage than we know what to do with, and we will never hit our capacity, hopefully. If I do, then please put me in jail. I gathered some questions from you guys, more so advice questions. I don't know if I'm great. I think I'm a good advice giver. These advice questions that you guys sent in, we're kind of all over the place. We have wedding, we have body image, we have how to get your spark back, just a ton of really fun topics that I love to dive into. So let's get into it. The first one is, I'm in the trenches with every aspect of my life and have lost my spark. Please help. I'm with you, girl. Okay. The past couple weeks, actually, especially the week of Thanksgiving, I went to Sonoma the weekend before Thanksgiving. I was traveling. I was so off my routine. I was like drinking every day. I was not eating poorly, eating out. Even before then, like I just felt this funk where there's this lack of clarity in my brain. It felt like my brain synapses were not firing correctly. Usually when this happens, it's a signal that I have to step the fuck back. That might sound counterintuitive. You might want to go into solution mode, go, fix, try to just like get after it and just plummet through and push through. It's actually not the best solution for you. So when everything is falling apart, like what you said, I'm in the trenches for every aspect of my life. Sometimes when that just means you really need to zoom out. Instead of try to fix every aspect, let's just zoom out and see the holistic picture. What I do is I decrease my tasks to 30%. Like I'm talking like go back to 30% of what I need to do. Take out all the fluff, take out all the nonsense, remove it, okay? We are slowing down and we are just only doing the basics and what is needed of us. The non-negotiables. And this is going to be a list that you have to craft for yourself. I'll kind of give you a little bit of my non-negotiables, but that is, saying no to events or social events that are going to drain you. So for instance, I got invited to, oh my God, I actually got invited to my dream event. And this was a huge test for me. Talk about to be magnetic. This was a huge test for me because I noticed my nervous system was in overdrive. Typically when I say yes to events, I just plummet. Okay. So I said, I'm not going to say yes to an event in the morning and event at night because then I'll have to be out all day and that just drains my energy. I can only have an outing one time of the day. And on this day, I have a dinner, our Camber holiday dinner party, and I was invited to my dream event in the morning, and it just would have been so draining. To go there, to go back, whatever. So I said no. And it really sucks to do that and you feel bad, but I knew deep down like that was what is going to make me feel best for the rest of the day. So again, the non-negotiables, I start saying no to events, try to really, really limit those social gatherings. I limit alcohol and sweets. I know, it sucks. But wow, even just 3 days, these past 3 days, I have not really had much sugar, obviously no alcohol, like eating very clean, cooking all my meals. Oh my God, I never felt better. And in the past, I've thought, oh my God, I have to eat this way for weeks and weeks and weeks to feel better. 3 days. 3 days and my body always bounces back. My body always knows. And that's something I have to remind myself time and time again. Like my body always shows up for me. That's what I always say. And it's true. Like it really does. And so that's my non-negotiable. Like I'll just kind of let's eat clean for 3 days and just get the gut microbiome back on track. I go to sleep earlier and I wake up and make sure I have time for myself. So usually when I'm really burnt out and run down, it's because I'm like waking up and going straight into doing work or something or going straight into a meeting. No, I wake up, I do my morning routine. I give myself that time. I also try to notice where I'm numbing or where I'm trying to avoid. So numbing can look like binge watching TV or overeating. And when you notice those patterns, and it's so difficult in the moment, but if you can really feel more into your body than into your brain, because your brain is going to tell you like, no, do this because there's a dopamine, right? There's a dopamine release. We'll watch the TV show and we'll like get happy, right? We'll overeat and we'll be happy for 1 minute. If you can really intentionally push past those those lying thoughts. Like I try to say it as my brain is lying to me. It's lying to me. If you can just look at it and say, okay, those thoughts are not real. Like those are not my reality. Those are conditioned thoughts. Those are things that I don't need to listen to and I don't have to. And I choose a different path. Really, you're going to have to list out your non-negotiables, whether that's sleep, whether that's movement, whether that's journaling, whatever it is, like taking a step back. It might sound counterintuitive, but every time I've done this, and it's really hard because your body is going to want to go back into that productivity mode, right? It's going to be like, no, keep going. Let's just push through, da. But I promise taking a step back and really going back to those non-negotiables will reset you. I love this next question. How do I feel confident on days I feel bloated? Girl, listen, I am bloated all the time. All right. I am bloated 24/7, 7 days a week. That's what 24/7 means. Okay. I am consistently bloated. That's just my nature. I'm trying to get out of that image for 2026. I don't want to proclaim myself as the bloated girl, but I'm just being real. Like that's just how my body is all the time. That being said, I do have some tips and tricks for when I'm feeling bloated, and hopefully these will help. Number one, I always come back to the phrase, you can't hate your body into loving it. So when I'm bloated and I look in the mirror and I just start criticizing, I stop myself in my tracks and I kind of do like a cute little pose in the mirror. And I just say, look at this body. Look how it's carrying me. I love it. And even though I don't believe it, I just say that. And this body allows me to move through my day and be active. And I just am so appreciative of this body. Like I move to gratitude really quickly. And even just that little shift will get that negative energy and criticism out of your mind. It's these like little morning self-talk that I swap for the criticism, the constant criticism. Next is this rule that I found. JC Marie Smith actually posted a TikTok about this. She said it's the 2 out of 3 rule. So every day you should aim to do 2 out of these 3 things: your hair, your makeup, or your clothes. Now, I don't really do my makeup, so that usually is not ever part of it. But I find when I do my hair and I get into, and the outfit doesn't have to be jeans. It doesn't have to be hard pants, because if you're bloated like me, hard pants is not an option, okay? I don't really wear jeans at all. I typically wear very stretchy, elastic things that are elevated. So the Donny Simple pant, which is what I'm wearing right now, I have it in maybe 5-6 colors, every basic color that it comes in. And these are such elevated basics, and they're so cozy and comfy, but they don't feel like you're just wearing pajamas to work, right? So I'll pair it with an oversized sweater like you see right now. I'm very cozy, but it's hiding my bloated belly, and I don't feel restrictive or that there's clothing like pinching me in different areas. Yes, doing my hair, whether it's a slick back, whether it's blowing it out, makes the world's difference. And I know you guys know this. There is something about having your hair done and being in a cute outfit that you love and just being presentable. There's a level of respect that comes to your day. There's a level of professionalism. You just feel more ready. You feel more committed. And when I feel bloated and I'm in an oversized sweater that's really cute and these Donny Simple pants, voila. I've just transformed my bloated belly into a chic, cozy, effortless outfit. All right, wedding stuff. We got a couple questions on weddings, which I guess I should do a whole episode about, because I have a lot of thoughts, obviously, on weddings. I got married in June. One of you guys said, rain on my wedding weekend. How do I stay positive? I'm disappointed. So this might not be what you want to hear, but you need to lean in. You need to be so excited about the rain. Completely shift it. I honestly think that if it does rain, that's going to be more memorable. That's going to be every guest is going to remember the wedding where it rained. Also, I think about my friend Ella Miller. You might follow her on Instagram. She's incredible. Her wedding the day before was like blue skies, incredible on the East Coast. And then the next day, pouring rain exactly when they were getting married. And while I was watching her content that she posted later, you would think, I mean, obviously she's not going to look sad in her wedding photos, but there was this beaming, such fun energy. People were splashing in the rain, puddles. Like her wedding dress was all muddy, but it was such a vibe. There was this like kid-like nature of not giving a fuck, getting messy, having fun with it, and it shone. It shined through all of the content and the photos, and you could really feel the energy. And that just brings me back to anything about wedding. You have to release the perfectionism. I remember my friend Chandler at the end of my wedding was like, "Are you so sad that the wedding is over?" And I said, "No, because it was so perfect. I don't want to relive it again because it happened. Like it happened exactly the way it was supposed to, and I want it to live in that memory." I also was so happy for the pressure to be done. There was this sense of relief after the wedding, and knowing that I didn't have to plan anymore or be on my crazy restrictive diet that I was on. Like there was this sense of, okay, now we're back to like quote unquote normal. And the lead up to it, there was just so much pressure and stuff. So I don't miss that. So I didn't really have this post-wedding blues that I thought I would. I think because I have so much going on with Camber and other things in my life, and I had a lot of trips to look forward to, I kind of kept myself excited and giddy about life, right? I made sure I had things on the calendar. I made sure I was going places and just making sure that I wasn't just like sitting around and moping, if that makes sense. But it's so valid. It's so valid to feel like this giant ball of joy and love and happiness, and then it bursts, and then you're like, wait, shit, what's the next milestone? When am I going to feel that high again, right? Because it is a high that you have never felt in your life. And yeah, it is really sad that it'll never happen again, but you also have great photos and videos to look back on. So I do that sometimes when I miss my wedding. I'll just do a little browsing through my photos and videos. Next up, what's the smallest upgrade that made your home feel like a sanctuary? These are the little luxuries that make a home feel like your oasis, like your sanctuary. Number one, you gotta have cozy, nice sheets. I have mine from Parachute. I am such a Parachute girly. Every bed I've ever been in throughout my adult life has been Parachute. I have their sateen sheet set, and then I always have a linen duvet cover. Doesn't matter the season, doesn't matter the time of year, I always have a linen duvet cover. For me, it just feels chic, it looks chic, feels very California coastal. It elevates and makes my bedroom feel like a sanctuary. I've mentioned this on a previous episode. Nice laundry detergent, the Dead Cool one. Oh my God, you guys. It will just you'll be walking through your house and get a whiff of it and be like, oh, and you are transported. There is something about that smell, but specifically their laundry detergent, because they have the smell, it's extra milk. They have the smell in, perfume and candle, everything else, but something about the laundry detergent that just, and get that with the Parachute sheets, you're golden. A nice candle, all right? I used to be afraid to light the bougie candle because they're so fucking expensive. I totally get it, but there's a reason that they bring so much joy to our lives and they set the mood instantly. My favorite candles are from Oak Essentials. Oak Essentials to me has my favorite scent profiles. They have this rose candle. They have a Santal one that I think is better than the Labo. They use them in all across their different products like perfumes and candles, whatever. But I have a lot of their candles, and whenever I am burning one of those and someone walks into my house, they're like, whoa, what is that? Like they are obsessed. And it just feels like a sanctuary. I always say this, good hand soap. Again, I know it is a little luxury. I know it's a little more expensive. Something about having a nice hand soap, an Aesop, a Salt and Stone. Salt and Stone is my number one go-to. Their rose flavor, not flavor, scent, I guess, scent is addictive. Like, and their saffron cedar. Getting this elevated hand soap, really, it's just like a little touch point in your day that makes the home feels like a sanctuary. And then lastly is coffee table books. Ones that inspire you, ones that mimic your style. So for me, I have the Amber Interiors one, I have the Jenny Kane one, and having them on different dressers or on your coffee table, or I have this little like credenza thing in our hallway that I put one of them on, and walking by them and even just like flipping through them for a second, it just brings me so much joy and it makes me feel like I'm in one of those home goods stores. You know what I mean? What's your ick, but in friendships? Flakiness. Next question. Just kidding. If you need to cancel, that's totally fine. Once, maybe twice, but especially in the beginning of a friendship, flakiness to me is the biggest red flag. I just will no longer bother if after a couple times this person cancels or has to move it a bunch of times. Like I really think it's a disrespect to my time. It's a disrespect to the friendship that you're trying to foster. It shows that person that you like don't care. So that's my ick. Like I think that being flaky is not a point of pride at all. It should not be something people want to describe themselves as. If you are a flaky friend, I would really try to look inward and work on that, because it's a huge signal to the other person that you're not like respecting their time. What's a purchase under $20 that has changed your life recently? Guys, I got a puzzle. Now, I've never been a puzzle girly. But this season, as I mentioned before, I'm leaning into the analog. I'm leaning into the grandma hobbies. I also got a beginner's needlepoint kit. I don't know if that was under $20, but there are no excuses. I am going to be finishing this puzzle. I got an 80-piece puzzle, okay, because we're starting slow. They had 1,000-piece, 500-piece, and 80. And I was like, look, let me just start at the bottom. Let me start as a beginner, and we'll work our way up to the 1,000. I got it from Le Puz. I need like a trendy D2C Gen Z brand if I'm ever going to start something new and try to feel like a beginner. Being a beginner at something is always intimidating, and it's the number one reason people give up on trying to create a new hobby or try something new is we don't like to feel like we're bad at something. We don't like to be beginners. That's the reason I gave up on tennis. I was like, when does this ever get better? Like, when do I ever get to actually play the game? Looks like actually never. So really, I want to embrace being a beginner and going into it with the intention, I know this is going to be hard. I know my little brain, again, is going to lie to me and say, this is too hard. Let's give up. And I'm going to push through. And to do that, I'm going to make it as approachable as possible. So we got the 80-piece puzzle, all right? And I have to make it aesthetic and a good vibe, okay? So that's why I got Le Puz, because they make very chic puzzles. And I got one that's really fun, and so I'm going to do that. And yes, it hasn't changed my life yet because I have not done it, but I anticipate that it will change my life. Okay, that was our little Q&A episode. I really enjoyed that, and I hope I give good advice. I guess you guys will let me know, but it's so nice to hear from you guys. I am getting a lot of DMs that you guys are loving the podcast, which makes me so, so happy. You have no idea. Please slide into my DMs. Please send me a voice note. I promise to voice note you back. If you are so inclined to rate and review the podcast, that helps so much. And I hope to see you on the next episode and lean in to this holiday energy. I'm just going to keep like beating it down because I need the reminder too. Do not rush this time of year. Do not rush this season. Really savor it. Put on your cozy Christmas jazz. I just put up, I don't celebrate Christmas. I wish I did, but I don't. And I just put up a garland, and then I got a Hanukkah garland from Etsy that's like neutral aesthetic vibes, like Pinterest. Think Christmas Pinterest, but Hanukkah. And so I put that up over our fireplace. And so I get to, enjoy the festive decor and the season without having a Christmas tree. And that's been like such a really intentional way that I've been leaning in. I'm also going to set up a time to drive through this one street in Los Angeles that goes crazy for Christmas with Christmas lights. We're going to get some hot chocolate and drive through and just have such a time because I want to do that every year, and I always never put it on the cal or just like don't prioritize it. And I also need to watch all of my Christmas movie. Wow, now this is becoming more of like a holiday recap of what I'll be doing. I need to watch all my Christmas movies. One of the most underrated one that I already watched was Happiest Season. It's the lesbian Christmas movie on Hulu. Oh my God, Dan Levy and Kristen Stewart, and if you have not watched it, like you are in for a treat. It is one of the best Christmas movies. I still have to watch The Family Stone, R.I.P. Diane Keaton. I can't believe it. This is going to be the first time watching it where she's not with us anymore, which is so sad. I've already watched Love Actually once. I'm watching it again this weekend, and I'll probably watch it again with my mom. I typically average 2 to 3 Love Actuallys per Christmas time. Yeah. And then the holiday, I'm also watching this weekend with my friends. We always do like an annual double feature. We'll watch the holiday, then Love Actually back to back. Also love Just Friends. That's one of my other favorite Christmas movies. And I think that's all on my lineup. Yeah. Oh, I love The Holiday as well. Anyways, so that just was your little extra holiday Christmas content, movie content. Love you, and I will see you next week.